My obeisances, unlimited obeisances to my Gurudev, Nitya Pravistam Vishnupada Shlava Manabhusya Maharaj, and also my obeisances to Nitya Pravistam Vishnupada Astotara Shata, to Srimad Bhakti Vedanto, Swami Maharaj, and also to all sannyasis who are here, and also to all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis present here, to all the mothers, to all the devotees immersed in the mode of Mahaprabhu, all of those eager to listen to Hari Katha, to the feet of everyone. Please accept my Dandavat Pranams accordingly. Today is the 4th day of the Srimad Bhagavat Katha. Today, the Supreme Lord of all universes, He who is worshipable for Brahma and demigods, today we're going to follow His birthday. It's called Janmashtami also. In this context, the devotees, in a very beautiful way, they presented a dance and drama, dance presentation. There are many stories in the Bhagavatam, many stories. I already tried to take out this, so it's not possible to explain everything in these 4 days. And also it's not possible to speak in sequence also, everything. But still, the Vaishnava has been so much merciful. In between, they present many Harikathas in front of you. Like today, Puja Pad Bhaktivedanta Sar Maharaj, in a very beautiful way, he told the story of Dhruva Maharaj. He told the story of Dhruva Maharaj. How Dhruva Maharaj, without giving up his body, in his own body, he went to his dham, he went to Dhruvaloka. For 36,000 years, he was the king. How did he rule the kingdom? Without any obstacle. Without obstacle. For 36,000 years. Then after that, directly the presiding deity of death came near him, came to him, and told Dhruva, look, this world is called Mrityu, the world of death. Maharajaga. Any person who takes birth in this world, they have to die and give up their body. So, I am actually I can take your body. The death was saying, I am also like I own your body, so I came to take your body away from you. Then Dhruva told then Dhruva told to the deity of death. Okay, very nice. Yes, Gita explains. Those who are born, they have to die. This is true. Nobody can stop this. Who can stop the rules of nature? Dhruva Maharaj told very nicely. Look, but now I am chanting my Gayatri Mantra. After I finish my Gayatri Mantra, then you can take me. Yeah. The presiding deity of death was sitting. Dhruva was chanting his mantra. That mantra he had taken from Narada. This mantra you can chant and also sing. Like the Brajabasi devotee, in a very beautiful way, he sang the mantra. Everybody can sing, please. In this way, Dhruva Maharaj, he chanted the mantra. Shastra explains, if you chant the names and mantra of God, even the death cannot come to you. The death will sit away from you. You can even stop the death. So yes, Dhruva Maharaj, he taught the jivas of this world, yeah. He chanted the Dhruva mantra. The dates of death, presenting dates of death was sitting there. Dhruva stepped on the head of the dates of death and he jumped and he went to the Dhruvaloka, pole star. He went to Dhruvaloka. Because Bhagavan had given a blessing to him, Narayana told, hey Dhruva, you were doing hard austerities for me, right? So this desire in which you went to do the sadhana will not go in vain. Like you'll get what you wanted. So you'll rule for 36,000 years. Then after that, I'll manifest a beautiful place for you. It's called Dhruvaloka. So until nowadays, this Dhruva Nakshatra is still there shining. The planet Dhruva. In the north direction, always. She's still, like the planet Dhruva is still. In the ancient times, great people who were going the sea, how do you say, navegadores, people who are driving the boats in the sea. At the time there was no compass. So these captains of boats, they used to see the direction where to go by checking this pole star. So God told, until the moon and stars and planets will be there, and sun and moon, everybody will remember you, Dhruva. So our acharyas explain also something very nice, some siddhanta, interesting siddhanta. Some devotees, they give up their body before going. Like for example, we see in the story of Narada. Narada Rishi gave up his 5 elements body and he went into his transcendental body and went to the abode of Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam explains. But Dhruva Maharaj, his body did not fall down. If the devotees want, then in their own body, they can go in their own body to the abode of Lord. But the body of Dhruva was aprakrita, transcendental. So the acharyas explain many tattva siddhantas. Okay, so let's come to the main topic. Today, we're speaking 9 canto katha. Although we didn't speak about many stories of the Bhagavatam, still today we're going to discuss about the 9 canto and Ambarisa Maharaj Katha. After that, we'll enter the 10th canto. Srimad Bhagavatam describes about 3 tattvas, sambandha tattva and Abhideya tattva also, and another Prayojana tattva. From the 1st canto until the 9th canto, 1st to 9th is called sambandha tattva. How can we connect with God? So the 11th canto and 12, 11 and 12 is Abhideya tattva, bhakti tattva, the process. In the middle, 10th canto, is just like the blossom, lotus flower of the lotus face of Krishna. In the first day I told about the Bhagavatam to you. 10th canto Bhagavatam is the beautiful smiling face, so beautiful and fresh and pure and transcendental, divine lotus flower of the face of Krishna. And he's explaining about Prayojana tattva, how to attain prema. So there are many stories in the 9th canto, many kathas. Srila Parikshit Maharaj asked the exalted Shukadeva Goswami. In the Garga Samhita it is explained the Tyagi saints, like the renounced saints. Generally people honor more the renounced saints. Those who are wearing saffron cloth, everybody's like doing pranam to you, obeisances, and it's like, oh great soul, how are you? If you are using red cloth. But if you stay in your house also, the saints. So please tell me about a saint that is living in the house, in family, but he's also is full of the renunciation and Shuddha Bhakti. Please tell me about this kind of pure devotee. Parikshit asks Shukadeva. Like for example, Narada Rishi. Everybody heard about Narada Rishi. Narada Rishi is a renounced saint. But someone who stays in the house and follows everything in the house, how can also do Bhagavat Bhajan, even in staying in the house? The people of this world, they think the Grihasthas, they don't have any value. They don't do any bhajan. The Grihasthas, they don't do any bhajan, nothing. They're just 24 hours, 24/7, they're busy in their material affairs. How can they do bhajan? Bhajan performs bhajan. Those who they are free from morning to evening, they are chanting holy names in the Japamala. Those who do bhajan, they are sadhus. Normal people, they think this actually. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the story of Ambarisa Maharaj, it is established that no, even if you stay in the house, how you can do bhajan. So this is the divine character of Ambarisa Maharaj. We see this. So one is a Tyagi sadhu, renounced sadhu, and Grihastha sadhu. A sadhu is Grihastha. And one thing is Grihamedhi, and another? What did I say? So one thing is Grihamedhi, another is Grihastha. Grihamedhi. The meaning of Grihamedhi is, look, before to grind flour and wheat, to grind wheat and rice, rice and wheat. So they take one bamboo stick and like fix in one place and then put some cow to turn it around, and by the pressure of the cow's legs, then these grains would be separated from the husk like this, and I think also grated, but anyway. So Medhi means like this X, how to say, the middle of the stick, which is centered in one X. So Grihamedhi, the person that who thinks the house is only law, like thinks that family life is all in all, the person is not doing any bhajan, nothing, completely fixed, only focused in that Griha, So the Shastras criticize the Grihasthas, but not the real Grihasthas. The Shastras actually only speak bad things about the Grihamedhis. So then the Shastra chastise them. Prahlad Maharaj told, Grihanda Kupam, that material life, household life is like a deep dark waterless well. This is for those who are only interested, like wasting time and only with family and thinking this is all and all. Shukadeva Goswami told one verse. The Grihamedhi people, they only do two things during the day and two things during the night. So during the whole day and night they only do four things. This is one verse of the Bhagavatam. During the night, how they spend the night? They sleep. Like Kumbhakarna. Whole day they worked a lot, just like a donkey working hard whole day. Then, during the night they come back to their house, they watch TV, then they fall asleep and the TV is on whole night. So they sleep during the night and spend the night sleeping. Or spend the night like drinking alcohol or other kinds of entertainments. Dancing, singing, pleasures. They spend the night in sense gratification also. And during the day they can do two things. During the day they are working hard to earn money. Early in the morning, Brahma Muhurta, 4 a.m. they go to work. For example, they come from Mathura to Delhi to work. So they work, then they go back to maybe 10, 11 o'clock they go back. Some people they do that, yeah. And they say, Maharaj, sometimes for 15 days or 20 days, I don't even see the face of my sons. Because when I come back, I come to Delhi 4 o'clock. I wake up at 3. I wake up at 3 and when I come back at 11, my sons are already sleeping. Some people they spend their life like this. Or also busy taking care of my family. Cannot do Bhagavat Bhajan. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavata is also always chastising these kind of people who are not doing Bhagavat Bhajan. Those who don't chant the name of Gadagraja Shri Hari, this human being who is not doing bhajan is compared to 4 kinds of animals. Our Shukadeva Goswami Pada, he's actually chastising us, like lovely chastisement to us. Just like Mother Jashoda also. Sometimes she tells Gopal, in previous life, certainly you were a pig. You were a pig in the previous life, certainly. Sometimes the mother swears her son, you were a donkey. But of course the son is not a donkey, because the son will say, mother, if I am donkey, you are, if I am a donkey, you are she donkey, right, mother? So that's why actually the mother insults the son like this, just from out of love. So Shukadeva Goswami says that human being who is not doing bhajan, whether he is married or renounced person, the rule is the same for everyone, and the chastisement is sent from everyone. That human being is like a dog. The dog barks without reason. How. The pig always staying in places with bad smell. And the pig and also compared to the donkey, because the donkey is always carrying loads on his back. And the camel is eating thorny fruits, and these thorns are wounding his lips, and then the camel is bleeding, and he's thinking, oh, so nice, I'm eating so nice, but actually he's like sucking his own blood. So those who are not doing Hari Bhajan, don't chanting Hila names, they are Grihamedhi. But Grihastha is someone who, even staying in the house with the family, they stay with the parents, family, kids, children. They are centralized in Bhagavan Sri Hari, and they are doing bhajan and serving him. This is called Grihastha. Without a wife, that house is not a house without a wife. If there's not a wife in the house, That house is not a house. So that house, if there's no wife, it's called mandir, temple. So otherwise also it's called Griha mandir, temple house. Who stays in the temple? God. So you have to make your house Bhagavat mandir, the temple of Bhagavan. So if you stay in the house under the guidance of Guru Vaishnavas, taking Nam Mantra Diksha, following all the rules of pure behavior, that house is not a house. That Griha is actually a Goloka Vrindavan. That house is Goloka Vrindavan. We want to go Vrindavan, right? What is Vrindavan? Vrindavan is in your house. In some commentaries it's written, in Vrindavan there is no renounced saints. It's not necessary to have a renounced saint in Vrindavan. In Vrindavan there are only Grihasthas are in Vrindavan. Yes. In one commentary it's written, who stays in Vrindavan? A saints? Renounced saints? Which kind of saints? Oh, all the saints in Vrindavan, they are all married. They have family life. Because the trees and creepers in Vrindavan, they are the Grihasthas. Srimad Bhagavatam explains, how are the trees of Vrindavan? They are like the male, the husbands. The creepers are the wives. The flowers are the daughters. And the fruits are the sons. So 4 in the house, like the couple and our 2 kids. So we are 2, we need 2 kids. So if you are Grihastha, you can take care of the saints. All the saints will go where? Shastra explains, I tell you. There are 4 ashrams: Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. The 3 ashramas, Brahmachari, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas, they go where? To eat. They go to the Grihasthas to eat. So that's why the Grihasthas, they are the best. You can do bhajan in your house. Where is the favorable environment, you can do bhajan. It's not that, oh, I wear red cloth, I'm a sannyasi, I'm best, but you didn't do bhajan, how you come you're better? So your husband died, then you don't get enough, you don't have, like your business has failed, so that's why you shaved your head and you became a sannyasi, just because actually already you're a widow and your business went bankrupt. You think you can attain God just by taking sannyas like this? No. You have to do bhajan. So whether you are Brahmana, you are a Shudra, if you know Krishna tattva, you are Guru. Chaitanya Charitamrita, our acharyas explain. Those who do bhajan, they are higher. Those who do bhajan, they are higher. In Krishna bhajan, there is no consideration of caste and race. Like, what is your... I am a sannyasi, I am the sannyasi ashram, and then? Idai. Like, and then? If you didn't do bhajan, but even if you stay in the house and you're doing bhajan, then you're higher. But the person who is renounced and not doing bhajan, this is not glorious. Shastra is saying this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also established this. All the associates of Mahaprabhu, Srivasa, Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, all of the associates of Mahaprabhu, generally, mostly, they were Grihasthas. And they showed also how staying in the house, you can also do bhajan. Many people think, I cannot do bhajan in the house. Better take red cloth and go to Vrindavan and then do bhajan. But no, it's not. So why I'm saying this? Parikshit Maharaj is exactly asking this to Shukadeva Goswami. Hey Gurudeva, Brahmana who know past, present and future, please tell me how to do bhajan while staying in the house. Please give me some example. So describe this. In this context, Shukadeva Goswami Pad tell the beautiful character of Ambarisa Maharaj. He was the king of all the earth comprising the 9 islands, 7 oceans. So nowadays we see this map: India, Australia, America, Australia, Europe, whatever we see in the Planisphero, in this world map. Who was the owner and ruler of all? Ambarisa Maharaj. Where are the 7 islands? Jambudip, Lakshadip, Salmanidip, Puskroncha, Sat and Puskar. These are the 7 islands. So now where we are, this island is called Jambudip. Maybe like when we do the vow, reciting the mantra, the time of marriage, wedding ceremony, we do this. When we say where we are, Jambudvipe, Bharatakande, Sumeru Dakine, we're in the south of the Sumeru mountain. We are in the Jambudvip Islands. So not even one island we know completely. So, but what about the 7 islands and the 7 oceans? All this is described. Ocean of salt, ocean of sugarcane, ocean of alcohol, ocean of ghee, ocean of yogurt, ocean of milk, ocean of pure water. 7 oceans. So nowadays even the scientists, they cannot find these oceans. So now wherever we go, this water of all these oceans we see is salty. So Lavana Samudra, then 1,000 miles far, the ocean of sugarcane juice. Then more 1,000 miles, alcohol ocean. Those who like to drink alcohol, no need even to drink alcohol, no need to buy any alcoholic beverage. You can just go to the ocean of alcohol and drink until you're beber, cair, levantar. Just to drink until you are almost falling down. Then you, before falling down, you continue drinking. Then you fall down, then again wake up, rise and continue drinking. So those who like to drink, you can call them over to the ocean of alcohol. Sura Samudra. Grita Samudra, ghee also ocean. No need to buy ghee also. The ocean of ghee is there. Then ocean of yogurt. And then Dugdha Samudra, the ocean of milk. And then the ocean of pure water. So there are 7 oceans and 7 islands. Ambarisa was the owner, like ruler of all this great area. So Bhagavatam explains a little bit about who is he. So the son of Manu was Nabhag. Sorry, I lost. So Ambarisa was great-grandson of Manu. And he was a very dear devotee of Lord. If somebody has God in his heart, if somebody is doing bhajan, even the curse of a Brahmana cannot touch this person. Those who do bhajan of God, those who have one-pointed loyalty to God and devotion, even the curse of a Brahmana cannot touch this person. Even the curse of a Brahmana will come back, like will rebound. Like cannot touch him. So in the character of Ambarisa Maharaj we saw this. So the story of Ambarish and Durvasa. Srila Shukadeva Goswami Maharaj. So this beautiful and pure character of Ambarisa Maharaj in the Bhagavatam. How Ambarisa Maharaj, even while staying in the house, he did bhajan. So in Mathura, he had a gigantic kingdom. Until nowadays, the Ambarish Tila is there, is the Ambarish Hill. It's not so far from our Keshaviji Gauriya Mata, the hill of Ambarish Maharaj. A very beautiful place. It's called Ambarish Tila. Tila means hill. Until now, the place is there of Ambarish Maharaj in Mathura. So Durvasa is so angry and very powerful also. A pure devotee, and also very angry. Durvasa is not an ordinary person, Durvasa. So Shukadeva told the story of Ambarish and Durvasa. How Ambarish Maharaj used to do Bhagavat Bhajan. Even though he was the king, he used to take care of all the royal responsibilities. Even a small family, we cannot even manage properly. For us, it's so hard to even manage a small family. We feel so much headache, morning to evening, just to manage, working hard for a small family, and still we cannot do nicely. But Ambarish Maharaj, he was the king of Sasaga Prithiviraja, means the king of the earth with all 7 oceans. And his kingdom was gigantic. So how he used to do bhajan even with this gigantic kingdom? Ambarish Maharaj is called Shuddha Bhakta. He's a Siddha Mahatma. Nitya Parikara, eternal associate of God also. But he was performing pastime just like a human being. Showing to us how a sadhaka, even though staying in the house, we can do Bhagavat Bhajan. Hearing this, Parikshit Maharaj said, "Hey Brahmana, hey Gurudev." So he was ruling a gigantic kingdom. How did he find time to do bhajan? You say, "Oh Maharaj, I don't have time to chant. As soon as I wake up early in the morning, I have to go. I have to prepare the tiffin, take shower, have to take the tiffin and go. Then I come back to my house at 11 o'clock. How can I do Bhagavat Bhajan?" But Ambarish Maharaj, how was he? So Ambarish Maharaj, his ministers would take care of all the duties of the kingdom. So who was responsible for taking care of the kingdom? His ministers. Ministers would take care. But he himself, he would, with his own hands, he would serve Bhagavan. Ambarish, he used his 11 senses for the service of Bhagavan. His 11 senses. Shukadeva Goswami said, "Maharaj, listen to me. It's written there, the shloka behind Griha. Ambarish Maharaj used his mind to remember the lotus feet of Sri Hari. With his lotus mouth, he would glorify God. With his hands, he would sweep the temple, broom the temple. So broom, generally people think it's something very low to broom and sweep. But Ambarish Maharaj, he himself, taking the broom, cleaning the temple, he was cleaning the temple. With his own hands, he was also cleaning the temple. And with his ears, was always hearing the pastimes of God. The sloka is very long. Our 5 working senses and 5 knowledge-acquiring senses, plus mind, 11 senses. He was using for the service of Bhagavan. So beautiful. The beautiful, transcendental, unprecedented character of Ambarisa Maharaj, Shuddha Bhakta. Even though staying in the house, he was doing so much bhajan. The human birth is so rare. The most rare thing is the human being body. Whether you believe it or not, Shastra explains human birth is so rare. After being born in 8,400,000 species, God mercifully gave you this human body. If you're taking the human body and you're not taking advantage of the human body, you're just enjoying your senses, eating, drinking, then your life is useless, senseless life. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, Four activities you always get in all lives, even without endeavoring, you'll get. 4 things you'll get. What are the 4 things, Maharaj? What 4 things I will get even though I don't endeavor for it? To eat, ahad. Everybody gets food. Who doesn't get food? You tell me. Nobody dies of hunger. It's true. The person only dies actually by drinking poison. Nobody actually dies from hunger. Paranguru Maharaj said, raise your hand, those who are feeling hungry. Come to my temple. You get food 3 times a day in my temple. In the train, so many people are there, like, asking for money in the train. So you can tell a kid, because this kid's like, oh, Babu, Uncle G, I'm hungry. And you tell him, just come to the temple and you get food. But the person doesn't want to come to the temple. He prefers to beg in the trains, saying he doesn't have food. So I tell you one story. One rich man went to the Banki Bihari temple. He was a very rich person. He was like billionaire. Not even billionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire. So, like he was a millionaire, billionaire. So the Brahmanas were behind him trying to get some donation. And the Brahmanas were telling everyone, go away, give sight to him. The millionaire is coming. He has an amazing car. I don't know the brand of the car, the best car, the most expensive car. BMW, he's saying. I don't know. Anyway. So they had maybe they came like a husband, wife, and like some 2-4 people with him. Then the Brahmans like give sight to them, and they give so much honor. Please come, Sirji, please come, rich man, Sirji, please come. So they gave beautiful prasadam, made with pure ghee. They gave very nice prasadam to him. So the Brahmanas gave him the darshan of the deity, put them very nice tilak, everything nice, very nice, very beautiful. So the rich man, Sirji, gave 25,000 rupees as donation. Also 10,000 rupees and 5,000 for all the Brahmanas. All the Brahmanas were really happy. The rich man came out of the temple. He was wearing a beautiful garland. Came out, and then a boy came and said, "Uncle G, give me 1 rupee." Oh, Uncle G. Then the rich man said, "Why are you begging? Why are you begging? You don't know how. You don't cannot. Can't you work? Why are you begging? Better you work. You should work, not beg." Then the boy told, "Oh, Sergi, rich man, I am just a small beggar. You are a big beggar." Sergi said, "What? What? What have you called me? Beggar? You have dared to call me beggar?" The small boy told, "When you were inside the temple, what did you ask to the deity inside?" You asked the deity, "Oh deity, my business is not going well. I am losing 10 million rupees. Please give me 10 million rupees because my business is not going well." Then the boy told, "I'm only asking for you for 1 rupee, but you ask for the deity for 10 million, for 100 million rupees. So you are a great beggar." Then the boy smiled and disappeared. Who was that boy actually? Directly Bhagavan Bihari. So I heard this katha from one saint in Vrindavan. I'm just telling you. This is true. So what do you ask from God? If you ask for 2-4 kilos of gold, everything you think is opulence in this world, everything will go away someday. So why to ask something? You have to ask something from God. Yes. Ask what from God? Ask for Bhagavat Bhakti. Come to God and ask for service or devotion. Come to the temple. Fold your hands in front of God and say, "Prabhu, yesterday I could only chant 16 rounds. Please, Bhagavan, be merciful to me, that I can chant 64 rounds, that I may chant your holy names, Bhagavan." So you have to ask something from God. What do you ask from God? Ask for service. Ask something from God. It's not prohibited to ask, but what to ask for? You should ask for service. Why am I saying this? In the context of the Katha of Ambarisa Maharaj, Ambarish, he was always serving Bhagavan with his senses, engaging his senses. He was never asking material things, never. So this is a pure devotee, Shuddha Bhakta. Our Rupa Goswami Pada, because of this, he gives the definition of Shuddha Bhakti. A definition that in the past nor in the future nobody had written this amazing definition. Anabhilashta Shunyam. This is the Siddhanta of the Gauriya Vaishnavas. In the Sampradayas, you cannot find this. Example, highest example of Bhakti that Rupa Goswami gave. Rupa Goswami gave this beautiful shloka and established this. So Ambarish Maharaj, he is in the category of Shuddha Bhakta. So Gyani Bhakta is called Maharaj, Shuddha Bhakta is Ambarish Maharaj, Premik Bhakta Hanuman, Prempara Bhakta are the Pandavas, and Prematur Bhakta is Uddhavaji. And the best of all the devotees, who is he? The Brajabasis. And amongst the Brajabasis is Srimati Radhika. So the example of Shuddha Bhakta. Who is the example of Shuddha Bhakta? Ambarish Maharaj. That's why Jiva Goswami Pada in the Sandarbhas he wrote If in the Bhagavad Katha there is no Ambarisa Maharaj Katha, this is not Bhagavatam. So the story of Ambarisa Maharaj, the story of Vritasura, Chitraketu Maharaj, they are very special, shining stories and characters in the Bhagavatam. So Ambarisa Maharaj in this way performed his bhajan. So he was always following the Ekadasi of, like with Dwadasi of Ekadashi. So he was following Nirjala, that Dwadasi Vrat, Mahadwadasi. Shastra explains you should do Nirjala. Those who don't yet follow Ekadasi, I request to you. So which day is Ekadasi? August 2nd is Ekadashi. Sorry, October 2nd. October 2nd is Ekadashi. Please, everybody follow Ekadashi. The glories of Ekadashi are so beautiful. Today time is brief, so I'm not coming details about Ekadashi. But everybody should follow Ekadashi. Follow Nirjala. If it's not possible for your body, then at least you should drink the water and then, or take the fruits. But keep the vow of Ekadashi. But in the Ekadashi, no kind of 5 kinds of grains. Rice, dal, and painso, millet, chickpea. You should completely prohibited. You should not eat millet, wheat, flour. But yeah, maybe you can take milk, yogurt. You can take some fruit. Yes. But under any circumstance in the day of Ekadasi, you should not give donation of grains and also not take grains. In the days of Ekadashi, the germs of all the sinful activities, they reside in a set away in the grains. That's why our Acharya say, Hari Bhakti Vilas explains, everyone should follow Ekadasi from 8 years old until 80 years old. Everyone should follow Ekadasi. So Ambarish Maharaj followed this beautiful vow of Ekadashi Nirjala. The next day, following day, he had to break the vow. But the time to break the Ekadasi was really small, really short time. Many people, they follow Ekadasi, but they won't give attention of how to break the vow. Then the person doesn't get the fruit of following the Ekadashi. The person did well following the Vrat, but did not get the proper fruit. In the Panchika Vaishnava calendar, it's mentioned, from sunrise until some specific time, you must break your vow of Ekadashi. So first you have to worship the deity, like for example Shalagram or Vishnu. If you did Nirjala, you take the Charanamrita, give donation to the cows and brahmanas. Then after that, you take that prasadam. Shastra explains all that. So the story of Ambarish and Durvasa. So in the next day, Ambarish Maharaj, the time for breaking the vow was really small, really short, like 2-4 minutes only. Then specifically in that time, the very angry, the pure devotee, the very scholar, Durvasa, came, he arrived. Mahakrodhi, Mahagani, Mahabhagavat, Durvasa came. A saint came. Durvasa also told, hey Ambarish, I'm going to bathe in the Jamuna, I'll come back. He left. Ambarish Maharaj was waiting. The saint came to my house. I must serve the saints. Shastra explains, first serve Guru Vaishnavas, then you eat. Guru Vaishnavas didn't eat and you ate yourself. It's not the proper rule, not the proper etiquette. Shastra explains, you first should feed Guru Vaishnavas, then you can eat. Ambarisa Maharaj thought, a saint came to my house, how can I break my fast without feeding him? But there are only like 4 minutes to break the vow. So Ambarisa Maharaj, he consulted the opinion of great rishis who know all the Vedas and all the purports of the scriptures. What should I do? They told, the saints are higher than God. So if Guru and Bhagavan are standing together at the same time, you should do pranam to whom? You should first do obeisances to the Guru. So in this way, if Guru Dev came, if the saint came, first you should honor him, right? So what to do? These great Panditas, they couldn't actually give proper answer. But Gurudeva told that actually Ambarisa Maharaj himself, he solved and said, oh, I even didn't drink water. I didn't need jala. So I will drink the water that was used for washing the feet. Sorry, I will drink Charanamrita, the water that bathes God. Then when the saints come, first I will give prasad to him, then I will eat. Because water is not considered food also. Water is not properly considered food. So Ambarisa Maharaj, he took this Vishnu Charanamrita. So Dhruva Rishi, in his meditation, he got to know what had happened. Whoa! He took prasad, he took something without feeding me first. He ate. You have dishonored the saints. I am a Brahman, Dhruva said. I am a saint. So he was full of ego, full of anger. And also Dhruva started calling names, Ambarisa Maharaj, calling so many names. You are imposter, actually just want to show off to people, isn't that? Dhruva was calling names. Ambarisa, but Ambarisa didn't say anything, just quiet, sitting there. So the fire of the anger of Dhruva increased more and more. Then Dhruva, with the power of his mantra, he manifested a fire demon. And the demon was like, ha 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 ha, coming over to Ambarisa to kill him. But Ambarisa did not pray to God for help, nothing. Then in that moment, Bhagavan Vishnu sent the Sudarshan Chakra from Vaikuntha. Sudarshan Chakra arrived, and first Sudarshan Chakra killed Kirtan, the demon, fire demon. Then Sudarshan Chakra was running behind Dhruva. Dhruva saw, became afraid. And he came to Brahma, please protect me, save me. Brahma said, I cannot protect you. Dhruva said, hey, Ambarisa is a pure devotee, you have committed offense to him, I cannot help you out. Dhruva went to Shiva, my father, please protect me. Shiva said, look, I cannot protect you as well, I can protect you as well. What to do? Okay, go to Vaikuntha, because Sudarshan Chakra belongs to Vishnu in Vaikuntha, so you should go there. Dhruva came, and Sudarshan Chakra was running behind Dhruva. Gurudeva said, actually, Sudarshan Chakra doesn't take any long. Sudarshan Chakra, if it wanted, could immediately cut off the neck of Dhruva, like Shishupala also. He was killed by Sudarshan Chakra immediately. Actually, if God wanted, Darshana could have killed Dhruva, but Dhruva, God just wanted to manifest the glories of the pure devotees in the world. Just to manifest the glories of the devotees. So Dhruva came to Vaikuntha, and prayed to God, Bhagavan, please give me shelter. Bhagavan told him, Bhagavan told, the saints are my heart. Govinda is always in the hearts of the devotees are in the heart of Govinda. Bhagavan Sri Hari says, he said, I am the heart of the sadhus. The sadhus are my heart. I don't know anything else beyond the sadhus. I'll tell you honestly. If you have committed offense to the feet of someone, you should go there, ask for forgiveness. Then Sudarshan Chakra will come back. If there's a thorn in your feet, in your foot, from where you should take out that thorn? From where the thorn is, like to that person that you committed offense to, you should go to that person and apologize and ask for forgiveness. The story is very long, but still I'm telling briefly. Then Dhruva Rishi, he went, and Sudarshan Chakra was coming behind him. Durvasa came. So how are the Vaishnavas like Ambarisa Maharaj? Very humble. Vaishnavas are very humble, more tolerant, more humble than a blade of grass, tolerant as a tree. But if the person is offensive to Guru Vaishnavas, criticizing Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, then you should chastise, punish that person. Chaitanya Bhagavatam, Vrindavan Thakur explains, if someone criticizes my Guru, Nityananda, if somebody criticizes my Guru, then this Trinada Pisonich, what is more humble than a blade of grass, is to kick the head of this person. This Trinada Pisonich, yes, it's Trinada Pisonich, because that person is evil, wicked, who criticizes Guru and Vaishnavas. So to kick in the head of this person, this is really mercy to him. Mercy, I mean like this being humble. Sorry, I meant being humble. Like just like if you want to take the ghee out of one jar. To take the ghee out of one jar, you have to make your finger also bend, like crooked. Otherwise the ghee will not come out. So to punish somebody who is doing something wrong, this is also Trinada Pisonich, under the category of Trinada Pisonich. Do you understand? Allow the person to do whatever he wants. I'll just continue quiet. Oh yeah, so you are also offender. You should give punishment to those who are wrong. This is actually Trinada Pisonich also. You see, Srila Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, in this context he told. So to punish those who are doing something wrong, this is really Trinada Pisonich. And actually Bhagavan will also punish this person. Until when you will continue with this hypocrisy and pretending you're something you're not, stupid nonsense. The sin can never hide. Like God, like somehow the sin will come to light. Like the sin will be discovered. Just like the ocean can never be dry. So until when you'll be so like you'll be like doing things against the saints and speaking against the saints, time will come, the consequence will come to you sooner or later. It's very upset. But one time we were doing the Bhagavat Saptaha, and they took the photo of Gurudev and put the photo of Gurudev in the drain. I'll not take the name of that great offender. Okay. It was not my photo. My photo was really small, but it was the photo of Gurudev. Do you remember? They did it. I didn't say anything. But time will come, and then this weight of this consequence of this sin will become like ripen or full. The pot of his sinful activities will be full, and then the consequence will come. So I was coming back from the Bhagavat Saptaha, and it was nighttime. Somebody told me, "Look, what happened?" I said, the desire of God, what can I do? I didn't say anything. So one day the punishment will come to those who are great sinners. Like no one will be spared. The great sinners, they will have the consequence of their sinful deeds. Don't think that they will go out without consequences. No. So Dhruva Rishi, so Ambarisa Maharaj, he was still thinking, I'm an offender, because a saint came to my house and I could not honor him properly. I couldn't feed him. So he was thinking he's the offender. Who? Ambarisa Maharaj. But Ambarisa Maharaj was not the offender. So this is the behavior of the sadhu. For 1 year, Ambarisa Maharaj was standing and waiting. When Durvasa was coming, then Ambarisa Maharaj, so much humility, he did pranam to him. Then Durvasa established in the world, just like establishing with a flag. He was saying, he said what? He said, Durvasa told, I have seen many saints, but the devotees of Ananta Sri Hari, they are so humble, so humble. Those who are the servants of Ananta Sri Hari, how they are humble. I'm the offender. Durvasa said, I'm the offender. But see, look, Ambarisa Maharaj, how he is so humble and praying. So Ambarisa Maharaj humbly came and told, Hey Bhagavan, I'm the offender. Durvasa said, I'm the offender, please forgive me. Then Sudarshan Chakra came back. Then Ambarisa Maharaj fed Durvasa Rishi and gave donation accordingly, made him please. So in this way we see. Please come, Prabhuji. Give a garland to him. By the story of Ambarisa Maharaj, it's established how we should honor the Shuddha Bhaktas. Please sit down, Prabhuji. By the mercy of Prabhuji, this place that you see here, his father actually, his uncle, actually, by the causeless mercy of this Prabhuji and his efforts also, I know everything because I used to come with Gurudeva. This place where you're sitting here now, it was by the causeless mercy and also Gurudeva's mercy, his efforts also of this Prabhuji who is sitting here next to Maharaj. We got this place here of Raman Bihari Gauriya Mata because of the efforts of this Prabhu. They're all the recipient of mercy of Gurudeva. So, to get the mercy of Gurudeva, we have to honor these great recipients of mercy of Gurudeva. So Gurudeva used to come to Delhi. And I used to come with Gurudeva, and I saw the service he did for Gurudeva, so much service he did for Gurudeva, I saw. So in this way, continuing. The beautiful Katha of Ambarisa Maharaj. So by the association of Shuddha Bhakta, may Bhakti appear in our heart. So let's continue the Katha. In between, we'll speak about, let's hear some Vraj Kirtan. Because the main Katha today is going to Janam Titi, birthday of Krishna. So there will be the Kirtan, Nanda Kananda Bayo. But for 10 minutes we'll have some Kirtan also. Then we'll speak about Krishna's birth.